107 deaths, $125 billion in damage, 335,000 people with no electricity, and 10,000 people who needed rescued from their homes. This is the result of none other than the 2017 Hurricane Harvey. My name is Molly Riffle, and I am an EMT. I am so happy to be here today to share with you the importance of being prepared for a hurricane and what we should pack in our hurricane preparedness bag in case we ourselves have to be evacuated. Hurricane Harvey was a hurricane like no other. It started as a Category 3, but was quickly moved to a Category 4 with a tropical depression, meaning the rain. I think that everybody who was in Houston at the time knows it rained for 48 hours solid and then off and on for 5 full days. Our rivers rose and we had to let the dams go. So there was flooding everywhere and it was just devastation all across the Houston area. I currently live in Kingwood, and the stories that I hear, you still go in restaurants today and there'll be signs that show like up to here and how the water was up to this point in our restaurant, and it's just a crazy thing. I have neighbors that had to be evacuated from their homes, that people were rescuing them on boats. They never thought that they would be in that position. Nobody did, right? But there they were, having to be evacuated. I think that it's so important to be prepared. That's one less thing you have to stress about. If there's water rising in your home and you're sitting here having to put together a bag, put clothes in a bag, shoes, diapers, dog food, whatever it is, if you're having to do that, your stress level is like way up here and your stress level was already up there. So now it's just beaming through the roof, right? And you don't need all that. So today we're gonna go over what we can put in our preparedness bags to be just a little bit more ready, to have just a little bit less stress, right? So come with me as I sit down and show you what I'm gonna put in my preparedness bag. So it is said that we should have 1 gallon of water per person per day if we are in an emergency situation such as this, right? That's not happening in my little backpack, okay? She's big, but she's not that big, okay? So I'm gonna put 4 bottles of water. This is just kind of an ends to a means, because if you're being evacuated from your home, it's more than likely that you're going to be taken somewhere like the George R. Brown Convention Center, where a lot of people were taken during Hurricane Harvey, right? And places like that are gonna have water and gonna have some food for you, right? So let me go ahead, I'm gonna put these at the bottom just to kind of keep them out of the way, right? Because we're fitting a lot in this backpack. The second thing I'm gonna do is put in my clothes and my blanket. So I have a change of clothes kind of stuffed into my blanket. I'm not gonna undo it to show you because I won't be able to get my blanket this small again. But I just know that I have some clothes in here as well, just a good change of clothes. The next thing is toiletries. You want to be prepared. So they recommend you bring 1 roll of toilet paper just for the in cases, There's a lot of people at these convention centers, a lot of people working, so you could run out of toilet paper. You never know, right? You want to be prepared. Bringing things like your toothbrush, toothpaste, any feminine products you might need, your hairbrush, okay? Any medications that you take, you're gonna wanna make sure that they're packed and ready to go in your bag. So I'm gonna put mine in my front pocket here, just easy access to them. And they're small, so they won't get lost in this front pocket, right? Let's see. And then some other things that I like to bring. Some Kleenexes. You wanna have these on hand, you never know. Flushable wipes, but you can also use these for whatever you need, right? I also keep in here a little thing of hand sanitizer just in case, right? The next thing, you want to make sure you have at least a little, if this is all you can fit, at least something like this. This is my first aid kit with just some Band-Aids and some antibiotic ointment cream in it. You want to make sure you have something. Walmart has plenty to choose from. This is just the smallest one that you can buy. So we'll go ahead and put this in here. And then my next items are going to be, I have some flashlights. If the power's out, you're gonna want your flashlights. So I have a couple of big ones that we keep here at home in case of an emergency, but these are my 2 small ones that I just keep in my bag that are perfect size. They fit easy, right? And then I also have batteries, because if I'm using them a whole lot, you're gonna want some batteries, right? So mine are AAA, got AAA batteries. And then if you have it, you're gonna want some little survival things like rope, duct tape, a little toolkit, whatever you can fit in your bag. You're gonna want something like this just for in case of emergency kind of situation, you know, in case you need them. If you have it, a raincoat, you will thank yourself later. You don't want to be super wet, right? We have a change of clothes, but if we can avoid getting super wet, let's try to, okay? Another thing, food. So I don't have a lot of food to show you, but let me tell you, you're going to want non-perishable items. I have some crackers in here for my demonstration. You're going to want things like crackers, things that aren't going to go bad very quickly. Then some main food. You're going to want tuna, cans of chicken, Spam, the little Vienna sausages, things like that that don't go bad, that you don't have to keep checking your bag every month to make sure the food's not expired. You want non-perishable, easy items, okay? Make sure you bring a can opener, because if you're evacuated and then you finally get somewhere and you're like, I'm hungry, and you can't open your tuna, you're gonna be very upset, okay? So make sure you pack your can opener. You need to have enough food for probably about, I would say, 2 to 3 days, at least some snack items, because wherever you go, they may have food, but you don't know how much, right? So you want to make sure that if you get the munchies or something, you have what you need, okay? A couple of other things I pack in mine. This is bug spray and this is pepper spray, because you just never know what situation you're going to be in and you're being evacuated at this point, right? So some things that you probably won't keep in your bag all year long, but needs to be on your mind when you're having to be evacuated. Things like your birth certificate, your social security card, things, your ID, your driver's license, some money, some cash money, right? In case you can't get to an ATM and you need to have a few dollars. Things like that you might not keep in your bag 24/7, but that is a good idea to be at the top of your brain. Another thing is like your phone charger. I only have one phone charger. I need to get another one so that I can put it in my bag. But things like that you just need to be thinking about, okay? So I got my bag all zipped. You'll see it's a pretty big bag, and it's kind of heavy. So you want to make sure that every adult in your house has their own bag, and then for people like little kids and your animals, you want to make sure that you pack their stuff into your bag, because they won't be able to carry their own bag, right? So you just want to make sure that you're prepared and have everything that you need, and it's kind of personalized for you and your family, okay? I would suggest over the age of probably 15 could carry their own bag, but moms, dads, you make that. If your kids are not going to be able to do it, then don't pack it for them. But if they can, make sure they're packed and ready to go, okay? I hope that you guys feel a little bit more prepared today. I hope that you feel the urge to want to get up and go make your bags and be ready, so that if you're ever in a devastating situation like so many people were in Hurricane Harvey, that you feel just a little bit less pressure, that you know all you have to do is grab your bag, grab the little things that you don't keep in your bag, like your birth certificate, and go. You want to feel like you can just get up and go. I hope that you guys just have a little bit of peace after making your bags and knowing that you are prepared and you are ready. It is hurricane season now, but I think that we can all be good, and that we can all just feel good about this, and feel like even if something happens, I have what I need and I'm ready to go. I hope y'all enjoyed today, and I hope that you just feel like you learned how and what needs to go into your bag. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, everybody. I hope y'all have a good day.